Well, I'm here with Jeffrey Solberg, and I've had numerous people ask me to do a review on my Vortex Razor HD, and I said I would, and then I've had numerous people ask me how is it on the Summit SS tripod, and so I'll talk about that as well. And Jeffrey has a Viper HD, so we thought we'd do a little comparison. It's not quite apples to apples, as the Viper is a 65mm and this one is an 85mm. But from everything we've looked at, we found that they're both amazing spotting scopes. I'm quite happy with my Razor. We were out scouting yesterday here in Kananaskis, and we found a herd of elk about 2 miles away, and we took turns looking through both of them and voicing our thoughts on them. And the Razor was without a doubt brighter, though that could have a lot to do with the 85mm. We found that the 65mm in the Viper actually has almost more contrast. So when reading this little muskol bottle at about 60 yards, it was easier to see quicker with the Viper than with the Razor. And I also think that has something to do with the micro adjusting. On the Razor, this micro adjusting, I think it's a little too coarse. I think the micro could be the coarse, and then they could put a micro in front of that. That would make it a little more adjustable, well, quicker anyways. And with the Razor, that's what we figured. And with the Viper, we're really happy with that micro adjustable. It seemed to be right where we needed it to be. As for the tripods, the Summit SS works very well with the Razor, though it is light. As you can see here, we've got the Vortex Skyline underneath the Viper, and it's quite a bit steadier. I think that has a lot to do with picking up the words faster too, because anytime you're touching it, you got to wait a little longer with the smaller tripod to get a full, not shaky picture. Other than that, that's it for my review. Let's hear what Jeffrey Solberg has to say.
All right, I just want to do a quick overview of the Summit tripod, the Skyline tripod, the Vortex Viper HD, and the Vortex Razor HD. We have them out here in Kananaskis, and we're doing some scouting, and we thought now would be a really good time to just do a little comparison. So that's what we're going to do. What we did is we had this little lotion bottle here of muskol. We set that out at 30-40 yards, put these two side by side, took a look at them, and just tried to compare what we saw. Now, I thought this Viper here had a little more contrast, and we could find focus a little bit easier with it. That being said, it was not as bright, and when you zoomed in from this one's 15 to 45, you definitely saw your picture getting darker. Now with the Razor, it did take a little bit longer to find focus. That may have been because we're on a lighter tripod, we got a little more wobble. Also, it seemed to be not quite, the blacks weren't as dark, so not quite as much contrast, I would say, out of the Razor. And that might be because it's just that much of a brighter picture. The whole way through the zoom, this one's 20 to 60. The whole way through the zoom, you've got a very bright picture. Even at sunset, even after sunset, really nice and bright. So with the Razor, you're definitely getting to be able to view deeper into the evening, deeper towards night, without losing your picture. That being said, not quite as fast on the focus, not quite as sharp on the contrast. So it kind of depends, what do you want? Are you looking for brighter? Are you looking for till last light? Are you looking for the top quality? Because you got all of that with the Razor. You got the build quality, you've got the bright objective, you've got the great glass. All of that comes with the Razor HD. For a little less money, you've got a smaller, lighter system, high clarity, high contrast, a little bit darker. So it kind of depends on what you're after. Both are amazing options, just depending on what you're after. Vortex has really nailed it. For these price points, I don't know if you're going to find a better spotting scope in either range. Thanks.